What's up? I'm listening to The Lounge. Demon We Love. The whole team stay tuned in. Just cuz.
What's up? You are now listening to The Lounge on KBLP, greatest podcast station on the nation, in the nation. It's your girl, Demon We Love, and
Anissa Nicole.
And this is episode 12 of The Lounge. And this is also, tragically, the last episode of The Lounge until November 9th, guys. So thank you to everyone that's going to be listening live with us tonight. We appreciate you greatly. We have a lot of things to talk about, but before we get into it, let's just give a briefing to any possible new listeners about what The Lounge is and who we are. Now, The Lounge, we basically talk a whole lot about a lot of different things in the entertainment world. So we talk about music, we talk about movies, we talk about TV shows, we talk about dating and relationships and friendships. We talk about a whole variety. Sometimes we just go off on tangents about
that happens a lot.
And ghosts and conspiracies, things that have nothing to do with nothing. And our predictions, and we give our opinions about a lot of different things. Now me, Demery Love, I'm a podcaster, I'm a writer, I'm a YouTuber. I do a lot of things. I have my hands in a lot of different pots, and I'm a big dreamer and an aspiring traveler.
Yeah.
And you, Anissa?
My name's Anissa Nicole. I'm 24 years old, a science major, trying to get into physical therapy, and that's a little bit about me.
Yeah. And to our girl Ayana, who's in the chat, who's asking why we're stopping until November 9th. This is technically, episode 12 is technically the mid-season finale. So we're coming back, but we're just giving ourselves a little break, and then we'll come back and finish out the rest of the season.
Yeah.
But we will be back, I promise. And we'll come back with more amazing guests and more juicy topics and more of our opinions. Yeah. So it's going to be perfectly fine. And I just want to shout out Anissa right now for being here, because I know she's feeling a little bit under the weather, but she's a trooper. She's here for the last episode.
Yeah, I could have missed the last episode.
Yes, absolutely. Now, we have some things we want to talk about always. There's always just things going on.
Always things coming up, yep.
Yeah, so, actually, right before the show, we listened to the Rap God's new track,
yes.
Eminem, and it was 8 minutes long.
Yeah.
There was barely a beat. He just straight rapped for 8 minutes.
It was amazing.
I was just about to ask you, how did you like it?
It was amazing. I love his wordplay so much. Mm-hmm. I love him. Hands down, like one of my favorite rappers of all time.
Yeah, hands down, he's one of the best, I would definitely say.
Yeah, now, it was amazing.
Do you think it was like classic Eminem?
It's something new from him. I don't think he's ever, like you said, it was hardly any beat. It was just all him freestyle rapping. Like it was great. But it was a little bit different than what I'm used to hearing from him for like a new single. But it was good.
Yeah. So I liked it. It definitely, I think it's just like a teaser.
Yeah.
He posted on Instagram. He's like, "Don't worry, I'm working on a new album, so here's just like a little
taste."
Yeah, it's a little taste of what's to come, and it was just so Eminem style. Like he could just never not be Eminem.
Yeah, he can never not.
He's just gonna say outrageous things, and he's just gonna say some truthful things in his Eminem manner. But his flow is just crazy. It's just crazy.
Yes.
So I'm so excited. That's one of that album, I hope it's coming in 2016. It probably won't.
I don't think so.
That's one thing I'm really looking forward to.
Me
this
too.
Year would be that. Favorite Eminem album, mine is Marshall Mathers LP.
Mine too.
That's in my top 10 favorite rap albums.
Yeah,
definitely.
Definitely that one. Close second, The Eminem Show.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, is that your second? I don't know if Eminem Show is my second. That's a good one though. I think the first album, the Slim Shady LP, is my second.
Yeah.
And then it would be
Marshall Mathers though.
Yeah, classic.
LP. Oh gosh.
Way better than Marshall Mathers LP too.
Oh yeah, way better. Yeah.
Sorry, and we love you.
But we still love you.
Yeah.
I love every single thing he does.
All right, so this is this next topic is one I found a little bit interesting. even though not all that surprising given the people involved. But I want to ask your opinion about this, Anissa, and to the people in the chat as well. So we know the show, The Real.
The Real, yeah.
I love the show. I watch it on my break every day at work. Whenever I get the chance or whatever like that. And, you know, it used to be Tamar, Adrian, Tamara, and Lonnie.
Yeah.
And
I love Lonnie.
the other girl whose name I'm blanking on. Sorry to the other one, but I completely forgot her name. And then Tamar got fired. It was a whole big thing, and she was mad at everybody. She was saying she was fired unjustly. The Real was saying that she had it coming, that she was very rude. And acting like a diva on set, that she would curse out producers and all kinds of things. And she hasn't said that that's not true. But
she hasn't denied it.
She hasn't denied it, so we don't know.
There must be some truth then.
I would think it seems like Tamar behavior. But now, one of her good friends, Toya Wright, recently went on The Real to promote her new book. And Tamar got mad and unfollowed her on social media. Instead of just calling her and saying, hey, homegirl, I didn't appreciate that, she unfollowed her on everything. Now, Anissa, do you believe that Tamar has a right to be angry at Toya for doing The Real?
No.
And why do you say that?
Because she's promoting her book. That's her career. So to me, it's like if you're going to support your friend, you should want them to have all the publicity and interviews that they can get. I mean, The Real is a really big talk show. That one's like one of the top talk shows right now that people get on. So for me, that's wrong that she wouldn't support her friend and just be okay with it. She got fired. That's between her and the show. Like, this is your friend promoting her new book. She should be more supportive. You don't feel like she betrayed Tamar by going on the show that fired her, as Tamar would say, unjustly or unfairly, I should say? No, I don't. But if I was in her shoes, I would have at least let her know, like, hey, like, I'm going on your former show to promote my book, you know, like, just letting you know. But her opinion shouldn't matter because she's, of course, going to do her own thing and promote her own stuff. So absolutely. And I agree that it's Toya's right to go on every platform that she sees fit to do what she has to do to push her book. And she pointed out that when Tamar was a host of the show and Toya was trying to get on the show then, she couldn't. And as soon as Tamar was no longer on the show, she was able to do it. And she's like, well, that's strange. And of course, it's just gotten really messy. But Tamar can't dictate nobody's life what they do in their career, okay? Yeah. It's not like she's dating her ex-boyfriend or she's personally building a personal relationship with someone who stabbed Tamar in the back. That's not what happened. It's a show to promote her book. That's all it is. Yep. It's professional, and she needs to do what she has to do for her career. And Tamar, I don't think, is being very supportive. It's not Toya's fault that you got fired. It's nobody's fault. From what we hear, it's your own fault that you got fired. So, I mean, I agree with you, but I think there should have been more communication. Tamar is almost 40 years old. Like, you're using social media to try to let your homegirl know that you're not mad at her. Tell her, like, just give her a call and tell her you didn't appreciate it. But that's kind of wrong. What kind of friend does that show that she is for her to not just be supportive of her, and she gets upset because of the show she chooses to go on to promote her own book? That wasn't a friend to begin with then. Yeah, but that's Tamar. It's just so typical Tamar fashion. She got mad at everybody on The Real when she got fired, like it was her fault, and she was deliberately putting out all these shady comments on Instagram to get people to turn on them. And these are supposed to be her homies. Like, it's not their fault. They're not everybody. I'm sorry, I'm not quitting my job for Tamar. Like, I'm not. We cool, but I'm not gonna be quitting my job or talking crazy about the people who hired me because she's not on it anymore. Like, this happens. This is life, and she got another great opportunity. Steve Harvey gave her her own show. So I mean, life has to move on. And she knows she wouldn't do the same if roles were reversed. If one of her homegirls got fired, I absolutely believe she would do the same thing if she was in Toya's shoes. Come on now. But I want to give a quick shout out to the people that are in chat. So shout out to Ayana, Caesar, Teresa, and Danny. Hey girl. So we have this next topic was quite distressing to Anissa, because you said that you're a Russell Crowe fan, right? Yeah, I love Russell Crowe. I love his movies. I wouldn't say I love him. I mean, I've seen his movies. I really like his movies. Okay. The movies he happens to be in. Oh, okay. Well, Russell Crowe is obviously a very established actor. I guess you could say he's kind of become a legend in Hollywood and things like that. So he's highly regarded and respected as an actor. Yeah. So
you don't typically hear Russell Crowe and Azalea Banks in the same sentence. Like, that doesn't seem to, I would never have
in the same
expected.
place.
Yeah, right. I would never expect them to be in a room together. Like, they don't roll with the same crowd.
Yeah,
like, what are
exactly.
they doing? But apparently they were in the same room. She went to one of his parties at a hotel, and things got very, very ugly, according to both of them, according to Russell Crowe and according to Azalea Banks. But they have a different take on what happened. So, if you haven't heard, Azalea Banks has accused Russell Crowe of assaulting her. She said that they were at the party, and we're gonna play a little bit of a clip that she of an interview she did with TMZ about what happened. But she basically said that things got ugly and that he physically removed her from the party. She said that he spat on her, he called her the N-word repeatedly, he threatened her, and he physically assaulted her. Everybody at the party is saying he like gave her the bear hug and removed her, but they said Azalea Banks was acting erratic, she was being racist, she was the only one using the N-word and not Russell Crowe, and that she kind of deserved to be kicked out of the party. They said she was she was threatening people and that she was talking about all the quote-unquote boring white men in the party. Like, who goes to a party and then just starts calling people boring white men? That is such a strange thing to do.
Maybe the party was boring. No, I'm just kidding.
If you feel the need to express that it's boring, say it. But
Or
don't be
just
like,
leave.
or leave. You don't need to be
Another
there.
party.
Right, like, okay, this isn't for me. I think I'm gonna just be out. You know, y'all just a little boring. Like, that's fine. But Azalea Banks is so damn mean, this girl, and she's always been mean. And they said that she was threatening somebody to like hit somebody with a glass or something that she was drinking out of or something. She says that she thinks Russell Crowe is a racist, misogynist pig, and my femininity feels stained. I feel stained as a woman. I feel mishandled. I feel mistreated. I feel dirty. I feel very low. She said all this, but basically, even she was invited to the party by RZA from Wu-Tang, and he has said himself that he has said himself that Russell Crowe didn't use the N-word, it was only Azalea.
I believe it.
Yeah, I mean, when I first heard the story, I'm like, I'm not saying that she's lying, I just find it very hard to believe that Azalea was just there at the party like, hey, party, Russell Crowe just came over and was like, oh, you effing,
Yeah, exactly. Like, she should have done something.
yeah, and it just completely for no reason. But now she's saying that prior to all of this, that Russell Crowe was hitting on her and he was touching her on her knee, and that one of the girls at the party told her like, oh, Russell Crowe thinks you're beautiful, and she was like, no, I'm not here for that. Which, okay, fine. I mean, Azalea's she's a pretty girl. It's a possibility. Yeah. But I guess she said jokes were being made. Well, let's play the clip first, okay? And then you guys can hear her take of what happened at this party.
What happened?
All right, can you run it back?
What happened?
I showed up in the middle of like a really boozy party. I guess, when men are making jokes, you're not supposed to, add jokes and be funny, and, there was a lot of trying to put me in my place, that kind of backfired, because I'm just as quick and witty and sharp and whatever. And when it comes to male egos and bruising male egos, especially like, when somebody's holding court and they're partying and they're like getting on everyone, ragging on everyone, ragging on me, and then you're ragging on them, and I guess maybe the joke is a little too real, then you get choked and spit on and called a nigga and all kind of extra shit.
Okay, so you're saying that Mr. Crowe hurled racial slurs against you and choked you and spit on you.
Yeah, and everyone will be like, oh, well, she uses the N-word. It's like, I rap with the N-word. I'm a rapper. I use the N-word colloquially all the time. That's a poor excuse.
Okay, can I ask you this? What do you say to the fact that all the...
Okay, so